I'm trying out vlogging. I don't know. I think it might be kind of fun and a good way to parse through my thoughts. It's currently Monday, February 23rd at 10:49. I'm about to have therapy. Very excited for that. If you know me, you know that I love therapy and I love my therapist. I have some tea with me in this really cute cat mug that I thrifted with my friend Allie on Friday. It's Fortnum and Mason Royal Blend tea, if you are curious, with milk and 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, because I like my tea sweet. But the general plan for today, I don't have a ton going on today. I have therapy, obviously, and then Allie and I are supposed to watch Outlander later, and then I might FaceTime with Casey. I don't know what her schedule looks like, but maybe. And then at some point I needed to take a shower. And that's the whole plan for Monday. So I'll I don't know, I'll continue to update during the day, and if I have any thoughts that I want to record, I'll just record them, and we'll see how this all goes. Hey, so I just got done with therapy. It went really well. I talked a lot about how I'm feeling right now, especially about being unemployed and having a lot of trouble finding work. But I think I'm in an okay spot right now. I'm very comfortable and happy right now. I acknowledge this to everyone I talk to. I'm very lucky to be in a position where I can live at home and save up money that way. And shout out to my parents, because they're fabulous and wonderful and they don't make me want to rip my hair out. I think that I am in a good spot. I think the difference between me being unemployed right now and me being unemployed 2 years ago is that 2 years ago, I wasn't doing anything with the time that I got from being unemployed. I mean, I was working on my mental health, obviously, and that's a huge thing and takes a lot of work. But now I'm stable and I'm doing well, and so I'm using my free time to do stuff, to make friends and hang out and have a social life, learn about myself and work on myself and read and watch TV and, further my hobbies. And so I think I'm in a good place, even though I'm in a place of unemployment. That being said, if anyone knows of any jobs that are hiring stage managers, please let me know. I think I'm in a good place. So that's all, I guess. Till later. Bye. So it's Tuesday now, and let's talk about how things are going. So I woke up this morning around like noon, and Allie had texted me that she and Maya were on video chat, so I jumped on video chat with them for a little bit. I made some lunch, and also I made some tea. Now it is currently 2:07 on Tuesday, February 24th. The plan for the day. I need to take a shower, because I said I was going to yesterday and I didn't end up doing that. So that is priority number one, take a shower. I also want to read quite a little bit. I'm currently reading Throne of Glass and also Jane Eyre. So yeah, 2 books at the same time. But I love both of those books. I'm having a blast with Throne of Glass. It's my first time reading it. And I love Jane Eyre. It's fantastic. Please read it. So I want to read a little bit. And then I'm going to see Six later with my parents, which is really exciting. I'll take some vlog footage while I'm there. Never seen Six, so I'm very excited. Follow along as I go about my day. And if I have thoughts to share, I will share them. All right, so I just got done with my shower. And now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read for a little while. I don't know exactly how long. I'll just play it by ear. So I have my book. I'm going to read Jane Eyre. I'm currently on page 56. So we'll see how far I can get. I'm gonna record for about an hour and see how much of this book I can get done. And then I also have a Diet Coke in my trusty butterfly tumbler here. Good old DC. It's actually a Diet Pepsi, but you know, they're the same thing pretty much. But yeah, so I'm gonna set a timer for an hour on my phone and see how far I can get, and I'll film it and give you guys a little time lapse.
You say you love me, but how you trick me in this way? You say you want me, but why you throw my hands away? My love is not enough for you, so you keep me fade away. I'm scared to you. Said I'm scared to you. Oh no. Louder than the love that I give to you. My love will disappear into those shadows. All the things we made were running in the case. Will you look at it before you go? You say you love me, but how you trick me in this way? You say you want me, but why you throw my hands away? My love is not enough for you, so you keep me fade away. I'm scared to you. Said I'm scared to you.
All right, so it's been an hour, and I am currently on page 118. So I read about 55 pages, or no, 65 pages in an hour, which is pretty good, pretty standard for me. It is Jane Eyre, so it's not as easy to read as like a contemporary romance, but it's also not hard to read. It's very accessible. But that's all for now. I'm going to go and video chat with Allie. We're going to read together some more, and then I'm headed off to the show later tonight. This is my final outfit. My top is from Forever 21, my pants were thrifted, and my shoes are my Doc Martens.
What you needed was a real one. What you needed was a real one. What you needed was a real one like me. Yeah, a real one.
Hello, it's currently Wednesday. It's not the morning because I slept in this morning, so it's currently the afternoon, to be precise, 1:28 on Wednesday, February 25th. And my watch wants me to know that my stress is normal. As far as plans for the day, I really have no plans. I am just kind of hanging out. I'm probably going to watch Outlander with Allie later when she gets home from work. But that's all my plans. So I'm definitely going to be doing some reading. I will be watching the new episode of School Spirits because, duh, I'm obsessed with School Spirits. The new episode came out today for this week, and Milo Manheim. Enough said, right? Right. And I don't know, I might apply for some jobs. We'll see. Yeah, those are the general plans for the day. But today, yeah, not much on the agenda. So yeah, stick around and we'll see what I get up to. I decided to, sorry, don't mind my cat. She loves to be on camera. But I've decided to film my reactions to the new School Spirits episode. Wally, no. Wally, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Wally, don't do it. Oh, get wrecked. the heck? So, that was crazy. I obviously can't reveal much without spoilers, but holy mother of God, I'm excited for next week. I'm gonna need to sit here and contemplate that for a second. Hello, it's Thursday now, Thursday, February 26th. It's currently 1:03 p.m. and we are headed to Allie's house. We're gonna have a ton of fun. We're gonna watch Bridgerton. So excited for part 2. I'll film our reactions, I think, if she's cool with that, and so you'll get to see that. We'll probably watch some Outlander. We'll probably do some reading, maybe some crocheting. I don't know. We'll see what we get up to when we're there. It'll be a ton of fun, so we're headed there now. It takes about 45 minutes to get to her house. I'm not gonna film while I drive because that makes me incredibly nervous, so I'll just check in at major moments. But we're gonna go grab some coffee first because I'm really hungry and also need that caffeine. Buckle in and I'll take you along with me. All right, coffee has been acquired. If you're curious, I got a venti caramel frap because I love frozen coffee. If you didn't know that about me, it's like my favorite thing in the world. And a lemon loaf. I'm gonna chow down on this lemon loaf real fast, and then we're on our way to Allie's.
Bridgerton!
Bridgerton time! Let's go!
Bridgerton and Granny time.
Yeah, we're also making granny squares for our various blankets. So
Yes. I conned her into making a book blanket. So each square is a different book cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right now working on a book series called Cirque du Freak.
Yep.
It's a YA vampire story. It's not romantic at all. It's just real creepy and kind of fun.
I'm working on Outlander. So
Yes.
I have the first book that I did last week and the second book that I did last week, and now I'm working on the third book, and I only have this much so far.
It's gonna be green. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be green.
All right,
and we're gonna watch Bridgerton.
Season 4, episode 5.
Here we go. We're so excited.
Cry with us. Cry with us.
Okay.
I'm so ready. Actually, I'm not ready. I'm scared.
I'm not ready either.
We're just gonna be screaming the entire time. Oh yes, she got gardened.
Guarded.
I mean, that's what we were saying last week.
She did, but like, what a way to say it.
Girl. The amount of tea that just came out of this girl.
So true, Will. So true.
Thank you, Will. He's so correct on that. She looks so cute. Good for her. No!
It is oh my god! Oh no! Did you see? Have you seen the memes that are like, Benedict, there are 3 Asian women in this entire time. Figure it out!
But hey, does that mean he's not racist though?
They're both losing in this situation.
Yeah.
Who are these dudes?
Your own spirit.
He's just such a wife guy.
No, there's nothing more.
She likes her.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh yeah, she loves Sophie. And she can see what's going on between Sophie and Benedict.
Yeah, she ain't stupid. She got the shit.
She ain't stupid. She got 8 children.
Oh my god! Sorry.
It's a Charlie XCX song that makes me laugh.
What happened?
He said, the guy that Hyacinth likes said, I shall fetch some lemonade, and Hyacinth got really excited, and then he went to go lemonade for himself. What, that we love men?
Yes. But only not this time period.
Yeah, truly.
This man looks like he's been through the freaking
He really does. Oh my god.
Why does Luke Thompson make me want to hug him? No. That will definitely make She should know not to lie to
Violet.
No, dude, she has a human lie detector.
She is, yeah.
This is borderline stalking at this point.
Letting your
Look
heart
at him! My boy! Yeah, literally.
G comes before H in the alphabet.
Lady
Hello there. It's Friday now. To be precise, it is 3:24 on Friday, February 27th. And I'm doing my little daily check-in. Today I woke up around noon. I had a really freaky moment because my mom woke me up, and my mom is a teacher, so I thought that it was like 4 p.m. and it really freaked me out, but she had a half day, so it was only about noon. And I've spent most of the day editing. I have a monster piece of footage from yesterday to edit, but I think it'll be a fun piece of footage. It's me and Allie reacting to Bridgerton season 4 part 2, which is really fun, but it's like 2.5 hours long, so I have to sit there and edit it. And in terms of plans for the day, I'm going to continue to edit, and I'm probably going to read a bit, and that's like it. So I will take you along with me, but it's not going to be a very exciting day. I'm super tired. That's all for now. So it's the evening now. It's about 9:30 p.m. and I have been editing all day. When YouTubers say that editing is no joke, they're not kidding, which like I knew, but is still kind of surprising to discover for yourself. So I've done nothing and I have no footage. I need to decide what I want to read. And so I thought I'd decide on camera because, again, have no footage for Friday, so might as well create some. I have 3 options because I'm reading 3 books at the same time because I'm insane. And the first option is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I love this book. It's one of my favorite books of all time. The only Emily Henry I like more than this one is Beach Read. If you haven't read Beach Read, what are you doing? Put this video down, go read Beach Read. Just that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, People We Meet on Vacation. The movie just came out, which I really enjoyed, and I am rereading and annotating this copy, and Allie and I are reading it together for our little Emily Henry book club. So I have some catching up to do. People We Meet on Vacation is so good. It always makes me so happy. That's option number 1. Option number 2, Throne of Glass. I decided to start reading Throne of Glass last week, kind of on a whim. I had just finished this Spark of the Everflame series, which is fantastic. please go read that series. I know I've told you to read 8,000 books in this vlog, but I'm kid you not, so good. I was hooked for 3 books and I'm anxiously awaiting the 4th one that comes out in July. But I decided to start reading Throne of Glass, which is like an 8-book series by Sarah J. Maas. But I am determined to read all of Sarah J. Maas's backlog, and this is the only series I have left. So I could read Throne of Glass. It's a little bit slow right now in where I'm at in the plot, and I don't know, I'm not really feeling Throne of Glass right now, but we'll see. We shall see. And then the third option is the book that I have been reading for this entire vlog so far, and that is none other than Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is a classic. It's by Charlotte Bronte. It came out in like the 1800s. Started reading Jane Eyre because I watched a web series about Jane Eyre that I love called The Autobiography of Jane Eyre. It's kind of like the Lizzie Bennet Diaries is for Pride and Prejudice. The Autobiography of Jane Eyre is that for Jane Eyre. It reminded me how much I love this story, and I've actually never finished Jane Eyre. I know. It's a crime. I got to a certain point in the book, and I won't say when, but if you've read the book, you probably know when, and I put it down, and then I never picked it back up again, and that was like 3 years ago. So I am rereading, and I'm currently on page 201, and I'm really enjoying it, but am I in the mood to read it tonight? I don't know. So those are my 3 options, and I think I'm gonna go with, drumroll please, People We Meet on Vacation. I'm really in the mood for a funny rom-com. It makes me so happy. I need to continue with it, and I have some catching up to do, so why the heck not, right? Right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read and annotate People We Meet on Vacation. I will take some footage because, again, I have very little footage for Friday. So I will see you when I see ya. Bye. It's Saturday now. To be precise, because this is what I've been doing this whole vlog, it's 1:16 on Saturday, February 28th. So happy last day of February. By the time this is uploaded, it will be March. But just know that for me right now, it's the last day of February. And I am joined by my cat. Say hi, Jessie. You hear her purring? I hope you heard that. She's very cute. So what is the plan for today? Again, I have another day where I have very little plans. I am home alone today because my parents are at my brother's volleyball tournament and I have 0 plans. I think I'm going to try to catch up on 911 because exciting stuff is happening on 911 if my social media is any indication, and I am not caught up. I am currently on episode 3 of season 9 and I think there are like 12 episodes out now, so I might do that. So I'm probably going to do some reading because, as you all know, I'm reading 3 books at the same time, so I have quite a bit of reading to do, and that's about it. So again, same as Friday, I'll bring you along, but it won't be very exciting. But what else can I do? I promised myself when I made this video journal thing that I would keep it real. So the real reality is I'm not doing anything today, and I'm not going to pretend like I am. I'm not going to fabricate events. I'm not going to pretend that my life is super exciting. It's not, especially right now because I'm not working. And so I spend a lot of time just me and my cat. But I will film some stuff hopefully today, and that's about it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello again. So I thought, since I don't have a ton of footage for Saturday, but it is the last day of the month, so I thought I would do a little reading wrap up of what I read in the month of February. Because if you didn't know by now, which you probably picked up on from this vlog, I love to read. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I've enjoyed it since I was a little girl, but in the past couple of years, I've gotten really back into it. And this month I've read 2 books, but I'm also in the middle of 3. So like 2 or 5, depending on your definition of like what a read book versus a currently reading book is. Anyway, I thought I would just share a little bit about the books that I read and my thoughts on them. So the first book that I read for the month of February, I don't have a physical copy of because I borrowed my friend Allie's, so I'll put it on the screen, was Glow of the Everflame. Glow of the Everflame is the second book in the Spark of the Everflame series, or the Kindred's Curse saga is officially what it's called. And the basic premise of this series is you have Diem Bellator. She is 20 years old and she is a healer, and she is not like the other girls. She lives with mortals. So there's like 2 different groups of people in this society. There's mortals and then there's descended. The descended have magic. There's 9 different realms, and depending on what realm you live in, it affects what kind of magic you have. She lives in Lumnos, so the descended around her have light magic or shadow magic, and they have blue eyes. The mortals have no magic and they have brown eyes. She has gray eyes, and she always says it's from a childhood illness because she was born with brown eyes. When she was like 10, she lost the color in her eyes and in her hair. Her hair is also gray. And so that's a mystery. And you're like, are you sure you're immortal, girl? Because she also heals really fast and some other mysterious things. But she ends up joining a rebel group that is trying to get rid of the descended, and you go from there. It's a really, really good book series, and I loved the second book. All I'll say about the second book is that the romance gets so good. There is so much yearning. Few books I've read have that much yearning. There's also a particular scene in this book that had my jaw on the floor. I was not ready for it, and it shocked me to my core. And I really loved Diem, and that's about all I can say about Glow without spoiling anything. That is the first book I read this month. And then after that, I read the third book in the Kindred's Curse saga, which is called Heat of the Everflame. And Heat was even better than Glow. I really loved Glow, but I read Glow it took me like 15 days to read Glow. It took me 8 days to read Heat, and I read a majority of it in one sitting. It was just so good. The author did a certain thing that I happen to love in books, and the ending, again, had me shocked to my core, had my jaw on the floor, all the expressions that you can give for being utterly surprised. The man in these books, I won't say his name because it's a bit of a spoiler who I'm talking about, but he is so good. He has raised my expectations for men, and they already were very high. I love these books, and I think everyone should read them. I think they're criminally underrated, and I think that they are amazing. So those are the 2 books that I officially finished during the month of February. Now we're going to move on to the 3 books that I'm reading currently, and I might finish one today, who knows. But I talked about these yesterday, but I never gave you a plot summary or really told you anything about what they're about. So that's what I'll do right now. So first I'm going to go in the same order as yesterday because that's the order that they're sitting in right now. So first we have People We Meet on Vacation. If you don't know what People We Meet on Vacation is about, it's about Poppy and Alex. They are best friends from college, and every single summer they go on a trip together, and they're just friends, theoretically. But 2 years ago in Croatia, something happened, and we don't really know what exactly, but their friendship was ruined. They haven't talked in 2 years. And now Poppy is kind of stuck in a rut, And so someone asks her when she was last truly happy, and she says on that last trip with Alex. So she invites Alex to go on another trip this summer that also coincides with Alex's little brother's wedding, and she's hoping that they can make up and rekindle and just make everything better. So they go on a trip together, and it goes from there. It's a dual timeline, so you are reading about this summer when they're in Palm Springs, and you're also reading about the previous summers and their previous summer trips. It is such a good book. It's, as I said yesterday, one of my favorite books of all time, and I really think it's worth the read. So I'm reading that right now. I'm about halfway through, as you can see. And then the second book that I'm reading right now is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is about Selena Sardothien. She is a assassin. She's like a well-known assassin, but nobody knows exactly who she is. And she's been in prison, like slave labor for the past, I don't remember if it tells you exactly how many years, but she's been in prison for a while. She gets the opportunity to win her freedom by competing against a bunch of other murderers, thieves, warriors in a competition to be the king's champion, whatever that means. But then someone dies mysteriously, and so we have kind of a mystery element, and it goes from there. I'm about, I don't know, a third of the way through. The murder just happened, so we're dealing with that right now. And again, really good. I've heard really, really, really good things about this series. It's like an 8-book series, and everybody says it's amazing and you need to read it. So that's Throne of Glass. And then the final book that I'm reading is the book that, again, I've been reading for pretty much this entire vlog, and that's Jane Eyre. The plot of Jane Eyre is you have Jane Eyre, and she is disliked by her aunt. Disliked is not a strong enough word. She's hated by her aunt, who is supposed to take care of her. So she gets sent away to school. So then we skip to, she's about 18, and she gets hired to be a governess for this little girl, Adele, and her father figure. We're not sure if he's her actual father or just like she's a ward. Her father figure, Mr. Rochester, and she goes, and things are just not exactly what they seem. That's all I can really say about this book without spoiling anything, but there's a romance, and she learns a lot about herself, and it's a exploration of family, it's an exploration of class, it's an exploration of desire and morals and a bunch of other things, and it's really, really freaking good. So those are the 3 books that I'm reading currently, and that is my reading wrap up for the month of February. If you have any suggestions of what I should read, please leave them down below, and I will for sure check them out. That's all for now. I'm going to go watch some 911 and do a bit of reading, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello. It's currently Sunday. It's nowhere near the morning. It's actually 5:03 p.m. on Sunday, March 1st. But I'm mostly hopping on here to close out this vlog. I don't really have any big plans for today, and I think I'm going to spend the majority of the day editing and finishing up this video. So I feel like this vlog has come to its natural conclusion. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. I plan to post on here about once a week, and I plan to mostly post weekly vlogs, but we'll see where this channel takes me. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions, feel free to comment them down below. I will link all of my stuff in the down below area, including my Instagram and anything else that I want to share. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.